The Music Man is such a sneaky little anti-religious piece of media. If you haven't seen The Music Man, the main character is a guy named Harold Hill, who is a con man, and he goes to a small town to sell uniforms and instruments and form a marching band, teaching music lessons, the whole shebang. But he actually intends to skip out of town after getting all the money and not follow through at all. So this little town that he stopped in to pull his con has just gotten a new pool table at a billiards parlor, so Harold hatches a business plan to better sell his marching band. He vilifies the completely benign pool table, scaring parents about how it leads to trouble with a capital T, and he offers them a solution, which is to sign their kids up for his marching band. This just feels like such a great parallel for how many of the major religions of our day operate. By creating illnesses or defects within you for which the only solution is more adherence to that religion, they can con people into giving their time, money, and power away when people fall prey to their invented problems. Christianity, for example, believes in this idea of original sin and how humans are born in a fallen state and that man's nature is an enemy to God. The solution they so kindly supply, well, it's dogged adherence to doctrine laid out by them. Believers are kept in a state of constant stress about whether they are doing enough to find the absolution they so deeply desire, considering so many mundane human activities are labeled as sins. Believers are also expected to give a lot of money to the institution for the privilege of continued browbeatings and pathologizing of normal human behavior. Meanwhile, the reward of salvation is like a carrot on a stick, always looming out there in the future, but never able to be fully realized or concretely known for certain. But what if you just didn't believe that you were broken in the first place? Life is already hard enough without snake oil salesmen trying to convince you of made-up illnesses in which they have the only cure, you know? We see this creating a problem to sell a solution over and over again in our capitalistic society. And it feels harmless enough when they're selling like gum by convincing you how embarrassingly putrid your breath smells all the time, but it feels especially predatory and dangerous in a religion. Don't get taken in by others trying to convince you of problems with your nature or soul that only lead to cycles of deep shame and wasted energy and steal your sanity and your spiritual freedom. Any spiritual practices should feel harmonious with the nature of living, helping you to live a deep and satisfying life that feels good and happy and connected to the earth and those around you that you love. Don't be taken in by dogma that puts on an artificial veneer of happiness only to trap you down deep holes of shame and perpetual illness. When something doesn't feel good, you're allowed to put it down, walk away. If you want to come back to it, you can. Or if you want to take a piece of wisdom and then leave the rest, you can do that too. You should totally cherry pick, and you should take what works for you and leave the rest. Always remain somewhat detached and have a healthy level of skepticism from anyone who is telling you how to organize your life, no matter what the religion tells you or how much they threaten damnation. This is your one precious life. Hedge your bets, diversify your portfolio, live life on your terms. Okay, if you thought this was interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. I love you. Bye.